some sauce.
Man, I want to play some GTA 5 right now for some reason.
That game sucks, bro.
GTA 5 does not suck.
Well, it does now because of the weird magic
yeah.
bikes and stuff.
I would mainly get it just because I want to mess around with GTA 5 RP or something, you know?
Oh my god.
Just to bully people on it. I think it'd be funny to go on one of those servers and just mess with people for no reason.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like what
I would
does.
immediately be IP banned from all those servers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd run around saying the N-word.
Hey,
Hey, what's your
technically,
YouTube? I actually
Minecraft
want
runs
to
now.
see.
Like the Minecraft from school runs, they can now play it. You can
Really?
play it on anything but tablet at home.
Dang, alright. That's actually pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, they told
But
me
it's
that, and I told
Asian.
him I was going to stay after Thursday, and he asked me like as we were going to lunch, or coming back, or one of those times in between. I'm not sure, and I just said, yeah, no, man, I got to go get pick up a toilet and a bathtub, and I wasn't lying, but also it really sounded like a lie.
We're level 3, right?
4.
Alright. Sorry I never put my stuff on there.
No one ever did. It's just Damien and Sean that did, so it's not. It doesn't make a difference.
I will at one point.
Are you talking about the doc?
Well, it either means
you trying to
reroll and or the document. Either one of them would do the same effect, but
I want to go on YouTube. I want to see that video. You know, you guys are talking about the like funny thing that happened.
no.
You talking about the halt? What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're really small teams.
I think the
No,
video is
actually,
called
yeah.
like a feast of
Possibly.
chaos or
I have it
something like that.
saved.
Yeah, it's like episode
supposed to be
6,
small.
isn't it?
Yeah,
What's
your guys'
that's
name?
why it's called a
That's
feast
big.
of chaos. Is because y'all did that garbage.
What's your name though on there?
I think it's just called More D&D, the channel.
I'll
More
just send you a
D&D.
link, Jacob, because it's gonna be hard for you to find it on normal YouTube.
Yeah,
because,
it's More D&D is the name of the channel. More space capital D and D.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah, the channel has enough that it is now
Yeah.
easily findable. Because if you look for just the name of the thing, we have enough views on like certain videos that it still stands out above the random people.
Or Warden
Not by
Campaign,
much. It's not Sure Warden, it's the Nameless.
Nameless group.
Yeah, the Nameless, and I think it's called Feast of Chaos.
Alright,
I have
where's
no
it at?
idea what timestamp it would be. I just know it is.
I have it timestamped.
Oh, in the
because,
comments,
I
yeah, you
commented on it.
commented timestamp.
Alright, hold on. I'm about to listen to this.
It's not as funny as they make it out to be.
It was funnier at the moment.
Alright. You guys.
Bro, I swear to God, if I start like hallucinating Clash Royale in the middle of this again, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Playing D&D.
That is something
oh,
that
God, the
actually
skeleton
happened to
swarm's
me
coming.
today. No, bro, I was over there playing like Darkest Dungeon, and I was like, bro, I gotta stay awake. And I would be sitting there staring at the enemies, like thinking of what my next move would be, and I would be like nodding off, and I'd be like, I need to fire now.
Fireball.
gotta use a fireball, bro.
No, and it was always Fireball too. Like it wasn't any other card. It was only ever Fireball.
No, I think I've done the thing where you see the elixir bar before, bro. I think I've done that before.
No, bro, it's
Dude.
because me and Chase literally just sat there and played that for like 2-3 hours straight.
You guys have a disease.
I know, bro, we're addicted.
It's not that bad of a game.
It's not that it's a bad game, it's that you can't stop playing it. And are hallucinating it. Like, if you
No,
hallucinated
I was hearing
Minecraft, like you were
Jacob's voice and
sleeping and you
stuff too,
hallucinated Minecraft, I would still think that's an addiction.
Dude.
Well, to be fair, I
I've been-
did dream about D&D last night. But,
I've been trying to get into Darkest Dungeon, but I don't know, dude.
Upload them up.
that game's so fun.
Hard.
It's fun, yeah, but it's hard too.
Ability score improvement or feat? Let's see here.
I don't know. It depends on if you have a 20 charisma or not.
I don't. So I guess I'm gonna do 20 charisma.
Bards, I don't really know what feats they would benefit of. Because they're not going to melee.
Yeah.
Other than
But it's
Warcaster.
easy.
Well-
Warcaster would be nice
well-
if you can use a shield, which I don't know.
I
I'm
don't.
just gonna-
I don't know the like Jacob's like subclass pretty much kind of puts him up into the front lines because if he uses a bardic inspiration die, he does like an extra I think 2d6 damage.
I'm
Forgot.
still hiding behind the tanks though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But you still have
You
to
can
do
pick
like a
the
melee
tough
attack
feat.
on
You
it.
can pick the tough feat and double your HP.
Whoa,
2 per level.
does it actually double your HP?
No, it just
Not
gives
really.
you 2 per level. And right
Yeah,
now, you would
okay.
basically gain 8 HP. And every level from this, you would gain 2 more on top of whatever you already gained.
Yeah. I also have tough
It's
feet.
easier just to have 20 charisma, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It also would increase the saving throws, so you can hideous laughter. Again, easier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that. They made you hideous laughter a barbarian, and they just couldn't fight the entire time because they were laughing too hilariously.
Yeah, I told him. I made
Dude,
Paul
whoa,
was the
have-
saving grace. We call it.
Like-
Trent, you got type here.
What?
Well,
It's up to you.
Can,
I don't know
You
what
can
you're saying.
recall
You're
it.
speaking at the same time. What are you saying?
you can recall it later. It's fine. We don't really need to like go over it now because we'll just do like a.
I can recall what later.
What all happened?
Oh, you're talking about the barbarian thing. I thought you were asking a question to me. That's why I was like, why are you all speaking at the same time? But no, they basically just... Barbarian was laughing the entire time while you were helping run away. Eldrin passed out 6 times, and you passed out like twice.
Dang. I see what you guys are doing, making me a sponge.
No, they really did try and protect you, but... And Zhao got hit like 1 round of attacks on him and nearly died, so...
Yeah.
There really wasn't a whole lot of tanking possibility. The only reason either you or Eldrin survived was because Chase could just pump 1 HP into you and get you back up. You all want to start now? Oh, there's Damien.
It's
Now
still
we can start.
it's still so sad that the fact that we can heal Zach's character with just a singular second level healing word.
Hello.
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 Hi,
Hello.
welcome.
All right, now that we're all here, we can jump right back into this session. After finding your way through the 3 trials, leaving Paul behind as a rear guard, and Orion stuck in that middle hallway section, you guys pushed your way through the separate gauntlets, more or less, completing those, Eldrin fetching Paul, and making their way back to the group, running through a flesh-infested room that was reaching out for you, stealing all of the items off the pedestals as you did so, and running deeply into the caves. You wandered for a near full day, rested there in the caves, got up and wandered again, eventually finding your ways about midday to several airlocks that took most of the rest of the day to complete unlocking. Later in the night, from what you can presume, though you can't see the sun or the stars because you're underground, you find your way to the last of these airlocks, ignoring all side shoot-offs and heading your way as deep as possible into what looks to be a massive obsidian reinforced with adamantine chamber. The chamber was filled with chains and several miles wide. The chains were several feet thick on each chain link and was connected and magically locking a large phoenix-like bird fire creature under the volcano in check, keeping it in check. They saw a small dwarf-like figure with a taller elvish woman, it seems, more or less touching chains and dispelling or breaking somehow the bonds that had kept this phoenix in check for so long. The 2 figures and the phoenix began to turn toward the party almost as if on instinct, with the phoenix communicating and knowing everything about the volcanic region about it, and begin to make their way towards you. About this time, your party turned about and decided, screw this, we're running away. And that's where we jump back in with your party busting open the first airlock. Fire-like tendrils shooting out of the bird and hot air filling the vicinity around it as fire begins to wreath out almost like whips trying to grab your party. As you shut the door, it sears and almost immediately heats the metal to the point of melting it. Any of those touching you, you know, is a death sentence. The dwarf also seemingly summoning a legion of ash creatures by his side, and you also see ash begin to fill the air and begin to sweat profusely just by being in the vicinity. You open the second airlock, slamming it behind you, securing it once more, trying to more or less make distance between you and the dwarf. When you make your way to the third set of airlocks, the ground shakes, and you feel magic pulsate into the air, and you hear the sound of rapid snapping. Chain links particularly, snapping continuously and feeling the air with the sound of metal being cleaved in half by a pure strength of tug. You also hear the sound of a maul beating heavily against those front doorways that you locked before. You hear some incantations, and you hear more wrecking of metal, just being shattered and ripped apart. About this time, you notice the first creatures of ash, not behind you, but before you. Your party, near immediately, gets a battle map. As you find yourselves in this small, middling chamber, several airlocks behind you leading to that larger chamber. You could just flee away through this tunnel if you do not value loot and instead value your lives. Or you could head to these side chambers, which almost certainly have valuables in them. This is more or less Damien's adventure he's took you on, so he might want the treasure more than the rest of you. What is your party doing, as nothing is directly chasing you, but you do note that forms begin to take shape slightly in the air around you?
What did you say the chest was?
You know that there is likely treasure on these offshoots, as you have a map of the location, along with the treasure map. You didn't know it was this extensive, and you don't know what happens now that the earthquakes have abated and the magic filling the air almost makes your body tingle. So you're not sure exactly what this place looks like now, but beforehand, you know that there are more chambers to your left and right, alongside knowing that because of the hallways with the airlocks in them.
So the treasure's either on the right or left, or maybe both?
Maybe both. But you also know that someone is chasing you from back here, and forms begin to appear in the air made of ash. So, depends on what you want to...
What's in front of us?
This
the path
this is the exit route, with
Okay.
airlocks that you guys have already went through.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading to the left side first.
Your party. Are you all following him, or are you running for your lives?
I was gonna see just Faye run to the left. It's like, Faye, this is not the time to be sidetracked. And then Zal's going to pull out one of the fuzzy objects from his bag as an action, and then throw it 20 feet ahead of him.
All right, roll to see what it is. Faye, what are you doing over here at this door that you ran to?
Can I try to opening the airlock to get through?
It's locked, as are all of these doors.
Can I unlock it?
Make a lockpicking check if you have lockpicks.
I do have lockpicks, and I'm proficient.
Okay, so as Zal throws the furry object in his hand, 20 feet ahead of him, a giant hyena appears again. Let me go check his stat block so I know what to do.
You pronounce that word backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a
Hyena.
+7 to hit this.
Okay, so how far are the ashen creatures?
They're not actively around. They are... You're seeing, faces form of ash and dissipate. Okay. They're not there yet, but they are faces and seemingly something's controlling them, or they are partially sentient.
Natural
The
20.
the ash itself, because it's creating forms. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, to a 27.
All right, you very quickly crack open this door, and you just see a hallway with what looks to be a little jut in the side. You can guess a trap. when you
Yeah.
see it.
And I need to disarm those.
Is anyone else doing anything particular at this time?
Uh, okay. Can I still summon more of those creatures, or is that like a times thing? Because it's an action per thing.
Right now, you're not in combat.
Okay, so I can summon them all.
You could just summon them if you would like to. Yes.
Okay, I'm summoning 2 more. That's a
Roll
D6. Let me
for
reroll that.
Oh, let me pop my character sheet up.
Okay. All right. So, as Zal's just like rummaging through this tiny bag of furry objects, he pulls out another hyena. Two of them there, and also a. You guys see the both giant hyenas along with a familiar face.
Baboon.
The baboon comes back and immediately looks everywhere and then stares and like just stares at everyone. A bit confused on why it's back
stares
so soon.
daggers at Kotaro and glaring over here at Faye as well. Phaela.
It's back.
You do see it rubbing its eyes, oddly. Any other actions you guys are preparing as Faye is making her way down here?
Okay.
Uh,
We're
run
getting chased
the
right now,
werewolf.
right? Or no?
You don't hear the crunching of metal, so if there is a pursuit, it's not quite as dogged as you fear, but it is probably still happening, and you, once again, reminder, note that there's faces forming of ash, so they may begin to appear as detrimental creatures, but right now there doesn't seem to be a present current threat.
Let me see here. Yeah. Is anybody here? Does anybody here not have dark vision? I'll make that.
Kotaro. Not Kotaro. No. Actually, yeah, Kotaro and Zal. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
No, Zal has dark vision now.
Oh, yeah, you have glasses. So Kotaro is the only blind
Yep.
in here.
I'm gonna cast light on my loot.
Alright, his lip
And-
begins to glow.
Actually, no. I'll cast it. Who's our frontliner?
Orion or Zal.
I'll cast it on I'll cast it on Orion, if I can.
What
Yep.
is it?
Just light.
It's light. You can pretty much just see now.
His
I can
armor
already-
is now slightly glowing.
I know, but you're helping everybody else see.
Okay, so
Alright, what actions y'all taking as Faye is over here now? Are you gonna follow her?
I can't do too much. I'm gonna go follow Faye and see what the hell she's doing.
You make your way through this doorway as well. Are the
okay.
rest of you
Zal's
doing
gonna
that?
stay. Zal's gonna stay with his platoon of animals, and readying to attack anything that comes through the fucking door.
Alright, you're up pressed against this door. Anytime you hear a crack, you're ready. And about Kotaro, Eldrin, and Orion.
I'm gonna follow Paul.
Alright.
Me as well.
Yeah, I will follow as well.
Alright, the rest of the squad heads their way out into this journey here. Faye, you know this is a trap. This is the most obvious trap you've ever seen. And you know arrow holes or spike holes or something in these little cracks. You don't, however, see any pressure plate.
Do I have to make a check for that?
Yeah, make an investigation check to see what is the trigger of this.
Okay.
Whatever, quick.
What's the
Investig-
name again?
What's the what?
Your like D&D channel name?
More D&D.
That is a 23.
you know that the pressure plates aren't anywhere to be seen, more or less because there is, and only a magic user would even have a chance of knowing this, really, what seems to be a sensation of more magic in the air. It's more like a invisible electric fence for a dog. And if you step beyond this barrier, it will shock you. And in that case, shoot arrows at you, not shock you.
Yeah.
You know how to dispel this is there are two small crystals that are projecting this magical field up, dug like deep into the stone, and you could likely crack one of those from the side, and it would dispel the field automatically.
I will do that.
Make a disarming check, which is once
What's
again
that?
lockpicking again. Same thing.
Okay.
You're using those same thieves' tools.
15.
Easy enough. You go up there and crack
Oh,
one
well,
crystal,
okay.
and it breaks the field, shattering. And you guys are free to move past this room at least.
Can I take the crystal or did I break the crystal?
It cracks, but you can pick it up if you want.
I'll take the crystal.
All right, you take both the crystals that were there. One of them not functioning without the other, though.
Alright, and we go.
All right, you head deeper, heading down to a little intersection. This right here, all you see beneath you is another locked door.
Want to go unlock it?
All right, you go ahead and begin to head down that way to unlock it. Make
another
as
check.
you guys go down here, make another lockpicking check. And at this point, you feel heat rushing from what look like you feel heat through this door. And as you touch the door, it actually almost like singes your hand. It's like unreasonably hot behind this door.
12. I don't think I pass it.
12. You start lockpicking. Doesn't do anything. You're not sure if the lock is damaged because it is pretty hot, or if it's just not skillful enough to work around that.
I need someone to help me with this door. I cannot open it. The lock's too hard to open. Can someone smash my hand or something?
Yeah, any big guy? Come on now. Orion.
Um,
Um,
need me to
Uh,
need me to unlock the door?
yes, we want you to beat it
open it,
down
bro.
or open it.
You want me
have
to?
a rogue in your party.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was about to say, bro. Like we have a rogue.
I
Yeah.
was thinking,
I'm
time
like-
of the essence.
And I'm like, 7 foot tall. So, I guess, how would I go about that? I just run over
Say
to.
you're going to lockpick the door, which you are pretty much have. If you
Okay.
tell me that, you're going to roll a thieves tool check, which is dexterity plus proficiency modifier.
Okay.
Like dexterity
I'll-
modifier, not the whole number.
You got this, Zach, bro. You should be like pretty good with that.
Yeah.
And Zach, when you're rolling it on MRPG, do the D20 and then add the +5 to it because that's your modifier for it.
This is messing me up. I apologize.
You good, man?
Okay.
You haven't taken long enough
So-
for it to be anywhere near an issue.
Okay. So, yeah, it's going to be a +5, so it's going to be. I rolled a 10. Well, I rolled a 5, but it's going to be +5, so it's going to be 10.
You reach over and try and finish the work, and at this point you realize, nah, it's not us. The lock is melted. The lock, there's no, like, you're poking at it, and being really skillful, you probably could have got it, but the amount of times you've poked it, you've probably dented it and, like, moved the metal around. That lock is broken.
Oof.
So
So-
who's busting down this door, more or less, is the question.
I guess.
Dang.
Oh, well,
Bro, I'll use my giant axe.
All
That
right.
works, bro.
here. Do I need to roll to hit the door?
You're going to need to roll to do damage to it. Because
Isn't
it
there a
will,
metal
like
door?
I said, send you back. This is an extremely hot door.
Dang, if I had heat metal, I might actually be able to make it melt.
Yeah, it would add on to the already intense heat.
Yeah, I don't have it though. I could have got it. I'm retarded.
You're already like, God dang, I want other spells.
I got the stupid shit like Earth Trimmer.
That's not terrible. That's good against combat, I guess.
Can be.
I did 8 damage to the door.
You do 8 damage. Okay, you walk up. Well, question is, what did you roll to hit?
Yeah,
Good.
what's the AC of the door?
The AC right now of the door is 13, but if you roll below that, it's going to singe you as you try and strike it.
Homie, I asked if I needed to roll for that, and you was like, no.
I didn't
You
hear
roll-
you. Too many people was talking.
Oh, all I heard was just roll damage. So I can roll.
Also, Chase, make sure you're rolling in the right chat.
Yep, I'm fucking stupid. I did that.
What'd you roll?
Just,
Oh, you haven't rolled yet. 20, good enough. You go in there, you grab your sword, or whatever you're wielding, start cleaving through the door, and your blade almost glides through like butter. It's not as smooth as butter. It's more like a slightly too cold loaf of butter as you carve into it, taking several large whacks out of the door, which more than opening just kind of falls away. You guys now see before you what looks to be the reason that this room was so hot. A extremely collapsed room. Like, you have no idea how you're going to get past this and into the room beyond. There are small gaps you could probably try and wiggle through, but you're going to have to be pretty acrobatic to squeeze. And
Can I
you
see
also know
through?
that it is extremely warm. If you get closer, there are cracks with hot air pouring out, almost like steaming you guys like your vegetables.
Alright, Trent. Can I see through that into the other hallway? Can I see barely
No,
through
you would have to make a turn in here. You can see holes that you can try and crawl through, but you don't even know if they complete.
Alright, I guess we're gonna try to go through.
Well, the question is who is going to be trying wiggling through? Are all of you going to try and wiggle through?
I'm gonna try to wiggle through at least one thing so I can see through the other hallway.
All right, make an acrobatics check. Since if you only want to go halfway, I'll give you advantage.
Who's the tiefling, bro?
Do what?
Who's the tiefling? The resistant to fire.
No
No
one's a
tiefling here.
tiefling.
There's no tiefling, bro.
Dang.
You should have played with Godwin in this campaign,
I mean-
man.
20, dirty 20.
Good enough. You begin to wiggle your way, like squeezing your way through as many gaps as possible, making it where you can see to the next
Do I
room
have
over.
advantage? No.
You know that if you right now teleport through, you're good. And you're lucky that you didn't singe yourself, being able to press yourself through only the colder rocks. You pretty much understand that if you fail to get through here and stay in here for very long, you're going to start cooking like it's an oven. You're lucky
Misty step.
enough, however, to misty step to the other side without an issue.
All 30.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
and then if they're doing anything, I'll wait for them to see what they're doing. But I'm running towards the chest because I can see it.
All right, you begin to make your way toward the. It's not a chest. That is what looks to be a stone pedestal with a weird roof-like covering, made of probably fire-blackened wood. Though I don't have a weird pedestal made of fire-blackened wood on command, so that's what you get.
All right. Well, is anybody else here brave enough to do what she just did? All right, maybe not. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration. Can I cast that on myself or no? Nope. Other
You
than
can.
yourself. No, you can't.
Oh, I thought
bro.
so. Never mind.
All right. Crap. Kind of scared. I don't know if I want to do it.
Wait,
Run through.
is it? Wait, what kind of check do we have to make?
Acrobatic.
Acrobatic.
I have an advantage on
How do you have advantage on that?
Storm Elf.
Okay.
Aha.
I'll be that good at it.
So
I
I'll
don't really-
try to like weave my way through it.
Alright, I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, you start squeezing your way through. Make an acrobatics check, and if you want, you can add your bardic inspiration.
How much is your bardic inspiration?
D6.
11. 11.
11.
Oh
You
no.
begin to squeeze through, your armor scraping against metal, and you're worried for the health of it. About halfway through, you realize the path she took it's too thin. Only a live elf-like form could get through that. And failing to get through, your metal begins to heat up enough to start burning you, as you're not quite small enough to not resist, but avoid the slow cooking rocks around
I
you.
cast Earth Tremor while he's inside.
You take 4 fire damage as it begins to slowly burn you from the heat of your armor around you. Make another acrobatics or athletics check. Acrobatics or athletics. Because athletics, you could pull yourself through and just like shred yourself a little bit, but make it through. Or you could try and go all the way around to another pathway, possibly cooking yourself further if you fail.
17 on acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Did you roll twice for some reason?
Yeah,
Why?
I have advantage on acrobatic checks.
Because of being a werebear? Or a werewolf?
No, storm elf.
Oh, okay. That's strange. But you are a storm elf then. I don't know why I said only a live elf form, because you managed to get through the second time around. Your armor was just bulging out too much. Now that it's heated and started to glue itself to your skin, it's far easier. And you scrape yourself through. Is anyone else
Alright,
going to
is anybody
try
else
and pass
going?
through?
I can inspire you a little bit.
Hit me with that
Dead,
inspiration.
dead party. Okay.
Alright.
Am I
I'm just
lagging?
gonna look. I'm gonna look back at everyone like, yeah, it's not that hard. I'm only lightly burnt.
Well, what if we get stuck in there?
You'll be fine. You look limber enough.
Nah, gold isn't that worth that much to me. Anybody
It
else
just
want to
gives
try
you a
to
little
find a tree
tan.
around here? I can't hurt my hair.
Okay.
Trent, by the way, since I'm in here, I probably can't do this, but I want to ask in any case. Is there a way I can like kind of like weaken the roof a little bit, so I could probably like try and collapse the
The tunnel
roof?
behind you guys?
Not where they are, like where the doors are, because Zal's gonna try and like set pretty much a trap that if anyone opens those doors, the roof above them is gonna tumble on them.
Well, around you is made of a black obsidian like stone with adamantine reinforcing it. So you're probably not going to collapse the entire tunnel. You could, however, work at weakening the stones that reinforce the door, and when someone opens it, have the doorway collapse on them.
Uh, I'll probably try and do that to. Okay, what am I hearing anything like further down the door? Is there like anything happening?
It would be hard to hear through these doors. You can't really tell what's going on. Someone could be at the next airlock down, and you would probably have no idea.
Okay, Zal's gonna like look over at the left side and yell for him. Uh, I hope you guys are hurrying. And he's gonna think for a second, and he's gonna wait a little bit longer before he decides to start picking at the stone.
All right. So anyone else trying to get through here? It's acrobatic check to get through here. Anyone else?
Honestly, I think you might be able to do it, Zach. You're a rogue. You're probably proficient in acrobatics, if not expert.
I don't think I am. Let me see.
He
I'm
picked
pretty
some
sure.
odd stuff. For his rogue is like a strong rogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
No, I don't think I'm like proficient in it, but I mean, I can try. I can at least like.
It's up to you, man. I can give you some bardic inspiration.
You want to
Okay.
join the slow cooking brigade?
Sure.
All right, make an
Right, I'll give you some
acrobatics
bardic
check,
inspiration.
and you give him bardic inspiration.
So you can just add a d6 to your.
If it's bad enough, you don't have to. You can save
Yeah.
it.
That should be our group name.
15.
15. Are you going to add the d6? Because you have to decide that before I tell you if that's a success.
He didn't add his bonus.
Oh,
He
then
didn't
you
add his so it's higher than 15.
Yeah, you know you're going to succeed. You wiggle through, and on the other side, okay. First question: is Kotaro and Paul going to go through or no?
No, I'm staying back with Zal. Zal.
Yeah, so am I.
You're going to head back toward where Zal is.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to protect with him.
All right.
Let's
You
head back
three,
toward the room.
as you step to the other side, you note that it is really hot, as there is nowhere for the air to escape, as on this other side. You also note that the forms of ash have completed transforming in this area, and you note about 4 of these forms scattered about the rooms.
Uh-oh.
And there's 2 bear-looking ash creatures, and what looks to be 2 tiger-like ash creatures, and what looks to be more or less carbon copies of the same creature, but made of ash, and they fill the area. You 3 need to roll initiative.
Oh. Let's go!
And you guys,
Don't worry,
now that
boys.
you're through this and headed back this direction, have no way to understand they're in combat.
In.
Open my Google Doc so I can keep track.
For some reason, I just have the train mission. The first ever train mission you do in Red Dead Redemption 2, where Arthur's standing on the oil wagon.
That shit's so cool.
Alright. Let's roll for these creatures. They go, I think, before all of you.
15.
Can we roll
so
our dice?
Wait, no, that's a 21. I thought that was a 10. That's an
21
18.
has who? Who has 21?
Actually, never mind.
Kotaro.
You're not in combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
It's just those 3. Who is the highest out of those 3?
So sleepy.
It seems like BL.
With
Orion, I had a 16.
16? You still go after these guys. So Orion, then it is Faye and Eldrin.
Yeah.
All right, Eldrin. Top of the initiative, the ash creatures. As soon as you pull your way through the thick, hot rubble, the ash creatures begin to charge towards you, operating in the air, and immediately trying to block your passage to the hallway. They are extremely quick and are a whirlwind of fire, almost.
Actually, Damien, you got a 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh.
Zach also got a 10.
Who got
What's
higher
your-
or dex?
I have a +5 dex.
Then you have first. I already had that
Okay.
down. Alright. They are going to start clawing these 3 all at Faye and this one at Eldrin.
Okay.
Only 11 to hit, which misses.
Mm-hmm.
17 to hit.
That's my AC.
Alright, they do half damage. With the 17, you take 3 damage of fire as they begin to more or less try and cook you with their hot ash bodies.
Okay.
But are failing miserably.
Their attack.
Orion, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to hit the one next to Eladrin.
Alright, you hit the one next to
Wait,
Aladdin for some reason. I don't know who that is, but...
I don't know why I call him that. I'm going to hit the tiger in front of me instead.
Okay, you hit that one. Roll to hit. And you note these creatures are not very stable. They are here to try and damage you, it seems. Force you away. 8 misses.
Yeah.
As you strike, they're not stable, but they are quick, and it manages to dash its way backwards, almost blowing on the wind of your sword to dodge.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to. Trying to find a good spell if I have any. I probably
Most of your
don't.
spells go onto your strike.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to shove.
That's what do you mean?
I called Shield Master.
Is that from a feat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I take the attack action on my turn, I can use my bonus action to shove a creature within 5 feet of me with my shield, and I'm going to shove. Could I try to shove that bear-looking thing next to Zach's character so he would get? Wait, he still wouldn't get opportunity attack.
No.
So,
Well, he wouldn't either way because it's forced movement.
oh, can I try to like shove him into the wall?
All right. What kind of save does he need to make, or is it an attack roll?
It just says you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature
Okay,
within.
then you have to roll an attack roll
Okay. Would I
because
roll
you're
it?
using your bonus action to attempt to smash this bear against the wall.
Not one.
Uh, it's too quick. Your shield adds to its momentum as the wind forces it back more than any damage would. Faye, you are surrounded by 3 of these ashen creatures mimicking animals.
Okay. I'm Ooh. Okay. So they don't look that good. They
They
look
don't look
weak.
stable, but they look like they're here to slow you down and also are easy to replicate.
Do I want to waste my turn? Do I want to waste my turn? I don't know. I'm gonna hit the bear. With. Should I do Thunder Smite? I won't yet. I'm gonna hit the bear. With. Yeah, I will do Thunder Smite first. Okay. 19 plus hits.
Yep. So you
What?
cast
How
Thunder
much
Smite on your arm
arm?
and then
Yep. How
strike
much?
the creature.
How much Thunder Smite do? I gotta look at that. Bro.
Slowly, sure, you managed to kill it.
Maybe. Let me look. It's an extra 2d6. Oh, and then let me make a strength save.
Strength save.
If it doesn't die
14.
already.
I don't know
It
if it dies or
passes, but it could die first. Okay, 11, 18 damage plus
not. It dies immediately.
plus my bonuses. Yeah, no, it did.
Blows away on the
I'm
wind.
but wait, so Mysticism's a bonus action, right?
Yes. But you also use
I've
the
already
bonus
cast
action.
this. Yeah. Oh, yep, I already have. Shoot, and I've already used my action. I'm gonna run up 1 square so I don't get opportunity, but I'm up 1.
Aldrin, your turn. You have 1 bear next to you and 2 that looks to be harassing Faye.
Okay, so I think I'm going to like hit the one next to me. I think.
Alright, roll to hit.
Is Zach? Are you an assassin rogue?
Yeah, I'm an assassin.
But there was no
Uh,
surprise, and they also already have went.
oh, they already went. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
they went first. With a 12, that's a grazing blow. Did he add his bonuses or no?
No, that was just a 12 roll. I
Then
don't
No.
he
actually.
gets
Or what
higher.
would I add?
Dexterity modifier, more than likely, plus proficiency. So plus 5 on whatever you roll to hit, more or less.
That was a 17.
17. You
Yes.
hit, and
Okay.
you add your sneak attack as well because Orion is in melee with it.
Okay.
Do you
Let's
know
see.
what?
Oh,
Do you know what damage you do? Like what damage dice?
Uh,
What weapon are you using? What's the weapon that you're currently using?
I guess I have two short swords, so I guess would I use a short sword? I guess.
Probably, unless you have a rapier or something. With a
No.
short sword, you do a d6, and with sneak attack, you do 2d6. So right now, you're rolling 3d6 plus 3 damage.
Heck yeah, dude.
So there's
Okay.
almost no chance that this thing survives the blow.
Sneak attack's what makes rogues good, Zach.
Ooh, what did he roll? A 5? Oh, he rolled them separately. Yeah, the creature dissipates as you cut it down without even have to roll all your damage. Near immediately dissipating to ash, blowing away on the wind. You also note that each one of these you kill, it seems to almost add heat to the air, as if they're returning to flame, or returning to hot air, and that when they form together, the air cools down. So this place, you guys are like sweating bullets right now. Back to the ash
Okay.
monsters.
Hold on, because Zach still has a bonus action. He could either
Oh yes,
disengage, dash, or attack again.
true, because
He has two
he's
short
dual
swords.
wielding short swords. You could technically run up and stab another one of these creatures.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stab. I guess the tiger closest.
All right, you rush
So
forward.
Bro, you're going crazy.
I'd roll a d20, right?
Yeah, another d20. Add 5 to that d20 roll.
25.
That hits. Wait,
He just
natural
got
20.
Natural 20.
You
Natural
okay?
20.
So you don't.
Hey.
This is what a natural 20 does. Whenever you roll a natural 20, that is a critical strike, critical hit. So
Okay.
you roll your d6 like normal, but whatever you get on that d6, double it and then add 3 to it. So say you get
Okay.
3, you now have 6 plus 3 kind of thing, instead of just it being 3 plus 3. So that's 12,
12 plus 3.
which immediately dissipates a second ash creature.
Dude, you're going off.
Man, Eldrin kicking ass.
Eldrin stabs 2 of them, rushing forward. After that, he is out of things to do, unless you want to just move closer.
No, I'll stick.
All right.
Man, don't piss off the rogue, man.
Ash monster is going to position itself to try and stay out of flanking range, and is then going to take a weapon attack against you. With a 3 to hit, it fails. After their turn, it is technically initiative count 20. So then you also note several more forms begin to appear in the corners, and they replenish to their exact number that there was before, as cracks in the walls blow in more ash and more heat that ever fills the chamber. You understand fairly easily at this point there ain't a whole lot you can do to end these creatures from being summoned. They likely will stay summoning, as they are not being dissipated fully. They are just returning to ash, which then blows back through the cracks to replenish. The only thing you can do is rush in and do whatever you're going to do in the room beforehand. The only thing you really can see from this room right now is that it is somewhat partially filled with rubble that is filling small portions of it and leaving cracks for the ash to blow in, and a pedestal that is sitting there, obviously attracting attention in the very middle of the room. And there is calligraphy on the walls, like not calligraphy, there is art on the walls, like mural style art that goes to this back wall, and all you can really see is what looks to be a large serpentine body covering this entire thing. But one thing you note is it doesn't have any eyes. Orion, your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna attack the cougar in front of our dear friend Faye.
Right, you run up to melee with it.
Give me a second. 20 to hit.
Easy hit, yeah.
Devon Smart's 2d8, right?
Yes. Well, I think so. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna Devon Smart it. Yeah, 16 damage.
Alright, it immediately dissipates back to nothingness. After Orion's turn, down to Faye.
I'm gonna run straight all 30 because I can make that. I counted it, and I'm gonna open the chest.
Wait,
It's a pedestal that has nothing on it. It's just a pedestal that is like a stone with like obsidian looking stone almost mixed into the dirt, like they carved this chamber out and it's part of the surrounding obsidian, and it looks to have a fire blackened wood as the top that is overhanging it, and on the back wall of the mural you see it looks to be a serpentine body with no eyes. What do you want to do on your turn? You just use your
What in the world? So there's nothing I can do to that thing right there.
Right now all you see is an empty pedestal and a mural in the back wall with more ash creatures forming in the corners.
Ah, bud. Oh wait, something I can. So there's nothing on the pedestal.
Nope.
Oh boy. I'm gonna put. Oh, Trent, I know what you want me to do.
Do you?
Eyes of serpent eyes. I'm gonna put it on it.
Right. You throw down your pearl crystal thing that's on the amulet you have, slamming it onto it, and near immediately, what looks to be like water jets begin to appear on the sides of this, locking it off from any fire creatures that might want to touch it. The corners of the room also begin to mist and pour what looks to be like a gentle sprinkling of water into the corners of the room, which the ash creatures do not like at all. They each need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Eepee! I thought I was gonna summon the serpent thing. I was gonna kill myself.
Only one of them succeeds. I don't think it'll matter either way. Where's my other D6?
Do they just immediately die in the water?
They each take 6 damage except for this one, which takes 12 damage.
Oh dang!
And
that
immediately
kill it?
dissipates. Yeah. This one, the ash is dampened and watered down, and the hot air that controls the creature no longer is active enough to maintain its corporeal form. These other ones take 6 damage and are now very low HP and very damp and do not like the room anymore.
What's going on with the painting now?
The
Is it
painting, it stays almost exactly the same, except for what looks to be like glows begin to emanate from behind it, almost like eyes, but too dim to be so. As if you were supposed to carve out a chunk of stone to fully reveal the eye.
Well, I can't do anything else.
That is your turn.
Yep.
Eldrin, what are you doing as you see mist begin to fill the room? And the mist is warm, so you might not like it in the coming area or the coming minutes, but for now it's relatively safe to stay in.
Okay. Can I I'm not really sure what to do. Can I maybe disengage or something? I don't
There
know.
are no enemies around you. You are entirely safe to move.
Okay. I guess I'll just move then. I guess I'll just move one. I don't know.
Are you going to move towards Faye, or are you just going to stay in this hallway and let Faye do what she's doing?
I'll just stay in the hallway.
Okay, I'll just have you stand here, standing guard for any ash creatures from here now.
Yeah.
Any actions you want to take? You can't see any creatures necessarily at this angle, but you know they're in there more than likely. You have a bonus action and an action.
I guess I think I'll just more or less just stand guard.
So are you going to ready your action to attack a creature if you see it, if it comes in melee with you? Just to make sure nothing apparates next to you?
Right.
Okay. You ready your action to do so. Back to the ash monsters, who are going to attempt to do something before they're dissipated.
No.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
5 fire damage.
Okay.
And at the end of their turn, they need to make con saves, but they physically cannot survive even if they pass. Actually, they might be able to if I roll 2 ones. I do not. So, they both dissipate.
Ouchie. Combat over.
Yes, no more creatures seem to be coming at the moment.
I'm gonna.
But this is only their turn, so here in a minute they might reappear.
Okay.
Right now they're not here though; they're all gone.
Are we out of
Back,
initiative?
I wouldn't say out of initiative because you know they're coming back and they're going to be reappearing, but they can't reappear in this room, so they're trying to find another way in, more or less. Orion.
I guess I'm gonna check out that weird pedestal.
You run up next to Faye then. Any actions you want to use? All you see in this room is rubble, a mural that has slightly glowing segments across the snake's body, a pedestal with Faye's little amulet eye thing on it.
I'm gonna. Can I try to make an insight check to see? Not an insight check, but a perception check just to. Would it be perception or investigation if I wanted to see what this thing was?
What thing is?
The black pill or whatever.
The black pillar thing?
Yeah.
I would say Arcana because you're trying to figure out what it's doing. Because you know what it is. It's a pillar that has some magical properties made of obsidian in the middle of an obsidian room.
16.
16. You can fairly easily recognize this is activating the glowing all across the curved like serpent's body that covers this entire back wall segment. And you recognize that it's meant to be like a location finder. It's meant to be, if you activate this in some way, it gives you the location of something. And it is connected to all of these dots across the serpent's body.
I'm gonna relay the information.
Okay, you shout that out. Eldrin's just standing guard, unless he wants to do anything else.
No.
Alright. You're standing guard, and luckily you were, as Ash Creature's turn ends, and initiative count 20 begins, and 4 more Ash Creatures immediately appear right next to you, Eldrin. I'm going to need you to make an attack roll as you have a readied action to stab them.
Okay. Oof.
Good thing you was prepared.
16 and then my +5. So
Easy hit. Since no allies are in the vicinity and you don't have advantage for any way or any reason, you're just rolling a d6 plus your 3 dexterity. So d6 plus 3.
okay. 7.
7 damage. Not quite enough to destroy it, but it is very close to it. Like 1 HP. Wait, what? I did that wrong. Oh, I forgot to heal the creature when it died. 5. 1. Back to 1 HP. Okay. This one also needs to be healed. But that will be for your... That's your turn done. Or your ready action done. Orion, back to you.
So there's 2. Although there's 4 animals. Okay.
They are
that's
going to
cool.
keep reappearing as 4 creatures.
Okay,
Over
I'm
and over
going
again.
to. I'm going to run. Can I make it to them, or is
To
that too
the
far away?
animals?
Yeah.
What's your movement speed?
40 since I'm in werewolf.
Then you can get right up in melee with them. Yeah. If you
Oh
have
yeah, I have advantage. I have advantage on attacks now because it's pack tactics.
and
That's
Eldrin
cool.
standing right here.
Huh?
So technically, you have advantage on either of these tiger ash creatures that you attack.
Wait. I do have advantage because of pack tactics. That's what that does, right?
That's because you have to be in werewolf form to use it, but yeah.
Okay. Well, just making sure.
That's your major ability for being a werewolf.
I think it's cool, to be honest.
It's
But
extremely
Okay,
powerful.
so 21 to hit.
Easy hit. Which one are you
Obvious.
striking? The injured one or the fine one?
The fine one.
Okay.
Okay, 6 damage. Is he dead?
Nope. It's still up.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to shove him with the shield.
Make
I
an
don't know
attack
how much.
roll.
I don't exactly know if that does damage or not.
Did the feat not say it does?
I'll read you exactly what the feat says because I have it pulled up. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. That's all it says.
Then it doesn't do anything. It just pushes it backwards.
I thought if you push something into like a wall, it took damage.
Not really. No, it just means you can't push it. Like right now, this creature would mix into the same space as this other creature because it's an ash thing, so it technically could. And they might take force damage if they end their turn together. But other than that, you're not gonna really do anything.
Okay, I understand. And then I guess if that doesn't do anything, I'll just. I know I have something in here.
That feat's more good against creatures that you like. If you have someone attacking Eldrin, but he's low, and Eldrin needs to run away on his turn, which is next or something. But this guy's going to get an opportunity attack. You could shove this guy, and Eldrin could run away fine, kind of thing.
Well, I mostly got it because the other part of the feat is I get to add my shield's AC to my dexterity saves, and if I do something that's like if I have to make a dex save for an AOE spell, if I save on it, then I take no damage from it, or something. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good, is it not?
It's reasonable. You doing anything else?
No, I'm just gonna sit there, sad, moping.
Sad that you didn't kill it. It's
Yeah.
reasonable to have. I personally think that's pretty useful against wizards. Faye, what are you doing back over here at this pedestal? Seeing all the glowing
You said.
eyes.
So you said it's a thing to find, like, to locate something?
It's a like locator style thing. It's meant to reveal more or less where something is. And it's connected to all of the eyes on the serpent. And you see there's probably 20 eyes.
And you said I need to carve it out to see the full eye?
It looks like there's a thin layer of like opaque paper that's
Can I-
covering the glow.
Can I tear off the paper?
You run over to the wall and begin to tear off the paper using your mechanical arm for more strength and carving ability. And behind it, you know a small glowing LED-like rock kind of thing connected with a small arcane wire, it seems. Just a small thread of like white light. And behind it, you know what looks to be a relatively large ruby-like ore behind it.
I'm gonna try to get the ore.
All right, you go in and pick it out, and you note that this is probably a 50 to 75 gold valuable ruby.
Is it magical?
Doesn't do anything when you pick it up.
Can I make a Arcana check?
Sure. Make an Arcana check to see if you can note any magical abilities or runic markings.
A 19.
Doesn't seem to be magical. Seems to just be a ruby. This seems to be a hidden treasure room where if you spend time in here, you can just find the treasure. But if you try to claw randomly at it, you would never find it because it would take forever to dig through this wall.
I want to look to the other. I want to look to another eye. Is there a treasure behind that one?
Seems to have a glowing thing, but it takes an action to carve and collect. So if you're going to stand in here and withstand the continuous barrage of ash creatures, you could dig out plenty of valuable jewels. Anything you
They
want to
can't
do on
walk
your
in
bonus
here, or
action?
they can't walk in here, or they start dying of water.
Yes.
Can I try to take the LED light?
You take the small LED light crystal, but as soon as you pull it out, it disconnects from the wire and stops glowing, like the little white wire that it was magically connected to.
I'll keep the LED, and then I'll walk over to the next eye for the. Ah, shoot. Honest. Okay, screw it. I think we need to get out of here.
50 to
kinda want-
75 gold around that you stay in here, or several around if you all
75.
are looting.
You said there was 20 eyes, 75 gold. I'm gonna do the math.
That's 1,400
20.
gold.
20 times 75. Wait, so you said 20 times 75? That's 1,500.
I was slightly off. If you guys stay in here for 20 rounds, slowly harvesting, dealing with these things, and they can't stay in here for long, but you're not sure how long this ancient mechanism will remain with water. That is also slowly heating because of the hot air in the room.
Sure, we gotta get out of here. I'll just run
And
back.
keep in mind, there's a certain dwarf and
I
a
know, that's why we're leaving.
elvish lady.
That's why we're leaving.
All right, so you get out of the slowly heating room and
Yeah.
back over here. Eldrin, these two creatures are now in front of you, both severely wounded. You have two swords. You could probably take them both out.
Okay, so I shall try to take them both out.
Roll two
let
attack
me-
rolls and +5 on each of those attack rolls. Since Orion is next to you, the first attack roll you add your sneak attack to, which is an extra 2d6 on top of your original original d6. So
Oh, sorry.
just
Oh.
2 attack rolls. If they hit, then we'll go through that again because I said it pretty fast. What'd you say, Faye?
I was gonna ask if you could grab the eye while I was leaving, but I think that's too many turns on my turn.
Yeah, you have to. You could stand. I could move you back to over here.
Yeah.
You could try and pick it up if you wanted to.
I will sit right there and try to pick it up.
All right.
My next turn.
On your next turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So you said 2 attack rolls?
Yes. One for your main hand, one for your offhand.
And that's 2 d20s, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what I'm rolling.
D20 plus
Okay.
5.
So I got 20 on one of them and 14 on another.
Both hit.
And then Okay. And then I need...
The first attack, you roll a d6 plus 2d6 plus 3. The second attack, you roll a d6 plus 3.
Okay, so I got
Zach,
the...
you can't just press the D6 like 3 times and you can roll D6 at the same time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I've already rolled 1. Oh, okay. I see now. I didn't know that. Sorry.
MRPG is super convoluted. Nobody knows what it does.
Okay.
So what's your damage on the first strike, or is it still rolling?
I rolled a 2d6 and got a 9. So...
So, yeah, that one dissipates. What about the other one? What's your damage on it?
So for the second one, I need just a d6?
Yeah, d6 plus 3.
Okay. And... So that would be a 5.
Dissipates as well. You're the bane of these creatures. Are you going to move forward at all?
Yeah,
Give me
I'll
a
move
second.
forward.
Mom's knocking on my door.
Bro, Zach a beast.
Zach going through these ashen creatures like they nothing.
Boy, you a monster.
It's like they killed my family or something.
You know,
That could be the Batsu, or they all killed my family or something.
Yeah, a
No,
group of bears just kind of like killed your entire family.
Yeah.
That's it, basically.
I know you're not like have any to it, but it's just really funny considering what we have in the main campaign.
Alright, so what was it you were doing?
I'll move forward to face the next one.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's your action, bonus action. and you have no more real things to do with your movement. So back to the ash monsters. These are going to each attack Eldrin once. This one, actually, it's going to move down here and flank Eldrin. 11 to hit on the first strike, and 17 to hit on the second. What's your armor class, AC?
My armor class?
Yeah.
Let me see. I need to like memorize all this stuff because I really don't
I
know
think
it.
you might have just wrote it down as AC. That's pretty much what everybody does.
Wait,
Should be like right next to your HP. And well, that's how we would lay it out. It's more or less what armor you're wearing. Do you know what armor you're wearing?
Light armor.
What kind of light armor?
All I have is light armor, and then on the back I'm wearing studded leather armor.
Studded leather. That means you have a 15 AC because studded leather is 12 plus your dexterity, which is plus 3. So the first attack misses, but the second hits, and you take 8 fire damage.
Okay.
That is the ash monster's turn. Now it is initiative count 20, to which these things are just going to reappear because there's plenty of room for them to, and they're not worried about it. I don't know why I opened that. Need to heal them up before I put them back on the field, though. Alright, these two just reappear in space. Same place they were pretty much last round. Back to Orion. You guys can walk through these, by the way. You don't have to kill them. You could just walk through them. They are ash. They cannot resist you walking through them.
Okay, but if we tried to run away, they would just take opportunity attack.
Yes, but they're not doing that much damage with those. If you stand here and fight them, unless you can kill all 4 in one round, they're going to reappear.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run.
You're going to
Wait,
run through here.
Should I kill them then run, or like should I kill 1 or 2 then run, or should I just run?
It's up to you.
I think
If they run,
because Zach's fine. The only one who else is going to be taking damage is most likely Faye.
And Faye
So
hasn't really
just
taken
run.
much damage.
Yeah, so just run.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
Alright, make a acrobatics or athletics check to pull yourself through this. Athletics will hurt, though.
$17.
Easy enough. You pull yourself through. You are now on the other side, with the steaming tunnel filling with your melted metal as you eventually pull yourself through. Faye, what are you doing over here?
grabbing the eye.
You reach through the water streams, grabbing the eye, and run back toward the exit, I'm assuming.
Yep, run all 30.
Alright.
Wait, what kind of action did that take to grab that?
That's just a bonus action, really.
Could I have made it an action?
You could make it an action.
No, I'm gonna use my action to run through and dash. I'm gonna make it a dash.
Alright, make
Go.
acrobatics check. You actually are, no matter what, going to get stuck in here.
Wait, can I go up? Wait, Trent, you see where it says 20? Can I go up 1 to the right? Up 1?
The only tunnel is if you do this. This is like the only tunnel pathway that you guys know of right now. So no matter what you do, you're going to get stuck in this if you go in right now.
I'll be taking like 2 turns to do this. So
Yeah, plus you would be blocking for Eldrin. You would be blocking Eldrin.
19.
19 acrobatics?
Yep.
You managed to avoid the hot rocks, but are blocking Eldrin in the tunnel.
And then I go up 1 instead of doing just a straight line.
You have to go around. It's a tunnel of rock.
Oh, so that's the only path.
This is the only path you guys have at least explored. and now you are just stuck in the middle of this, but avoiding the hot rocks as you do so.
Mm.
Eldrin, you can get in this tunnel, but you can't squeeze past Faye unless you are going to make a disadvantage acrobatics check. It'd be pretty hard, but you could try and escape through Faye right now. Your only other option is to take some damage as these guys all attack you.
No, I'm getting out of there. So,
Make a
Uh,
acrobatics check with disadvantage as you try and pull your way through Faye and past her without getting stuck.
okay, so what would my disadvantage be?
Roll 2d20s, add your acrobatics modifier, and take the lowest of the two. Take the lowest number. So d20 plus your dexterity modifier. If you're proficient, add proficiency on that. And then just take the lower of the two numbers.
Okay, so I've rolled 1d20. I need to roll another one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Whichever one's lower is what we take.
So I rolled a 9 on the first one. So, but that I would have to add my dexterity, right? And
Yeah, that would get you to a 12. Either way, you're going to be stuck here.
Yeah.
Alright, so you claw your way into the rocky tunnel, but get stuck behind Faye and slowly begin to cook, taking 4 fire damage as the stones around you are superheated. Back to the ash monsters, which sadly enough have nothing better to do but attack Eldrin. These two are going to attack Eldrin with... You have a 15 AC, so one of them hit with 8 damage, 8 fire damage. The other misses. Okay, that's what I was... Yeah. The other creatures then rotate in its place, and these two are going to take attacks against you. Did I roll that? No, I didn't. 17 to hit, the other misses.
I need to
So
roll.
6 more fire damage.
Okay.
So in total, you took 14 fire damage that round.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Am I still up?
Are you? I don't know. How much HP do you have left?
Well, if I took like, I only have 8. My HP level is 18, so I guess I'm not up if I took that much.
You took 14 this round. Did you mark down what you took before?
No, I didn't write it down.
You took 3.
Then 14, 15, 16, 17. So you're still 1 HP. You're good. You have 1 HP remaining. Meaning if you take any damage, you're unconscious.
Okay, good to know.
After the ash monsters, they have nothing to replenish. And it is down to Orion. You have nothing to do. You can't help them unless you want to climb back in. And that would just block it up even more. So I'm assuming you're just going to walk down this hallway and get out the way. Is that what you're doing?
He's muted. Just say yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Faye, what you doing? You're still
Wait.
stuck. Okay.
Do I see what's happening to them? I didn't know. I forgot I was
I mean,
muted.
you know that they're in the tunnel, but you can't really do anything about them being in that tunnel.
So I was going to cast like a healing spell.
Do you have to see the target? Because you can only see Faye, because there is a stone rock here. And Faye's relatively fine.
Yeah. I have to see him. I'm going to run away.
Okay, you run up then. Just at least clearing that exit path.
Okay, I want to say this in advance. Zach hasn't leveled up his character.
Did he
No.
not? I thought he already said he did.
No, I haven't done that. I'm still playing as a.
Third
So
level.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, well, you have more HP than
So-
I just don't know how much more
Yeah.
HP.
He only gets an extra 5 unless you don't recommend.
He has some weird constitution, so I'm not certain about that extra 5.
He doesn't have a plus to con. I remember.
Yeah, he has a 10.
So yeah, that would just be 5. So he has 6 HP currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to roll.
And also,
so then-
Zach, later, we can tell you about feats and ability score improvements later.
Does he
Okay.
not have uncanny dodge?
Oh, he doesn't get that till later.
What
I
level
know.
do you get uncanny dodge?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, fifth
Faye,
level.
your turn.
So I can see him.
You can see, yeah, right behind you. He's stuck behind you. You also know that unless he manages to pull himself through here, these things are just going to attack all of him again because they have nowhere else to attack.
Okay, let me see what I can do here. Alright, I gotta look up how much this does. Also, does it? What kind of action does it take to just get out of here?
You just have to use your movement and an acrobatics
My
check
movement.
to pull yourself through.
I gotta heal him a little bit. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
What level? Just first?
I don't have second levels. I'm 4th level, Trent.
Okay. I don't know. Roll
So
your
it's a-
d4 plus healing. Or plus wisdom. Or whatever you use to cast intelligence.
It's intelligence. It's my ability modifier by casting. Oh, max, so 9.
So 9 plus 6
15.
is 15. You're now
And I'm
back
gonna
up
run
to
out.
15 HP, Eldrin. Mark the 15 HP somewhere.
I'm gonna run out.
Acrobatics check to pull yourself through this gap.
9.
A 9. You're stuck here, and you begin to cook.
I can't even move forward.
Nope. You take 3 fire damage. This bend
Wait.
is what gets you guys stuck.
Wait. Is Healing Word a bonus action or not? Oh, it's a bonus action. Damn it.
So
Alright.
you take 3 fire damage as you slowly begin to cook. Eldrin.
Alright.
These things are behind you, but you know that if you attack them, they're just going to reappear, even if you kill them. Faye is still blocking your path. The only thing you really can do is try and go through them. So if you want to try and keep going through this little tunnel, make a acrobatics check with disadvantage, as Faye is blocking the path.
I guess. I mean, okay. So that's 2d20s and
2d20s plus your dexterity modifier, take the lowest of the two.
okay. Dang it. Okay.
This ain't going good for Eldrin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
Yeah. I rolled a 13 and a 1, so with my dexterity, that's like,
A 4.
yeah.
That's a
You
failure.
take 6 fire damage as you slowly begin to slow cook. Stuck behind Faye.
I'm trying.
As he could have passed with a 13 plus 3, 16. He could have passed. 15's the DC. And you guys, you're stuck. Ash monsters. They're going to take an attack against you. 21 to hit, 3 fire damage,
Oh. Alright, well,
and a rotation
Eldrin dies
of
here,
these
friends.
two. That's not what I meant to do.
Because Faye's too fat.
These two are going to take attacks as well.
Bruh.
They both miss, however. So lucky you.
Okay.
Just 16 minus 9 is, or 15 minus 9. I don't know what that is. 6. You have 6 remaining HP. Orion, anything? Or are you just going to keep running?
Wait, 16 minus 9 is 7.
Yeah. Or are you just going to keep running?
Yeah.
Alright, you're now around the corner, nearly to the airlock, which you guys can lock behind you. Faye, back to you. Are you going to get stuck in this tunnel and cook to death? Or are you going to finally get out of here and let Eldrin out with you?
Let's see. Yeah, 19.
Alright, you managed to pull yourself through, finally finding the right squeeze holes. And I'm assuming just run straight all the way as far as you can.
And dash. Can I not
And
Did you
dash?
say
action
squeeze
dash.
hole?
Do what?
Did you say squeeze hole?
I don't know what I said. Oh, you
Sounds
have
like
another
a-
40 feet, so actually you should be right at the doorway. Ryan.
Really goofy childhood
Uh,
insult.
Eldrin.
Oh, I left him behind. Oh no.
Eldrin, I need you to make an acrobatics check. This time, without disadvantage.
Okay.
This sucks.
He
I'm
still
gonna watch his
fails.
character slowly cook to death, and all of you guys ran away.
Yeah, he still fails with a 12.
A
I'm gonna go in there
12.
and save
Well,
him, bro.
no. Did he already add the +3?
No.
Yeah. I rolled a 9, so 9 plus 3, that's 12.
Oh. Are you certain?
So do I die?
Yeah, you're stuck here. You need a 15 to get through. And you take another. Oh, lucky you. 1 fire damage on a d6, so.
He has
only-
6 left.
Yeah, you have 6 HP left, and now it's. Now it's the Ash Monster's turn.
No.
God, bro.
One of them hit and
Well-
does 6 damage, and unconscious Eldrin
And
is laying here now. And they don't really want to keep attacking you at this point. They're more prowling for other things. They seem to more be trying to keep you here than trying to kill you. So they're just kind of standing there now. Unless one of you two who could easily turn around, come back, Eldrin's just gonna die. Orion. Paladin.
The healer.
Well. kind
Healer.
of.
He's a holy warrior.
I feel disturbance in the force, so I'm like, man, Eladrin's not been here in a
He's
minute.
real
He
far
should-
behind. You guys know for a fact he should not be this far behind with how fast he
So
is.
The
I'm
Paladin
just
was
gonna
playing
scratch
Clash
my
Royale.
head, and I'm just gonna start sprinting back.
You turn around, but with 40-foot movement, you can't even get around the corner. Do you want to dash?
Dash.
That's the only real option you have to get back to save Eldrin, at least.
I mean,
you
Damien
are
could
all the way
just
back
cast.
Here.
I
How?
had to.
She's over here, and she has to be able to see him, which she can't because he's around the corner.
She left. Okay.
And she's too low HP. I figure. I think Orion is the only one strong enough with
No.
HP.
I have.
Well, you're also not acrobatics. You're going to get stuck in there again and trap Eldrin to yet another fate of death. He
That's
can
not
get out.
25 HP. Yeah,
can
and
get
he's
out.
also paladin. He actually can heal more than
Faye,
me.
what are you doing, Faye?
Oh boy! I yell through the door I can see, and I'm gonna go. I believe Orion's dying, and then we'll run back.
Why do you all pronounce it different?
Eldrin, not Orion.
Aladdin,
Ryan's
Oh!
Elidrin, Eludin. So I don't know.
I said
man.
Orion. I said Orion on accident.
Oh
I said Eladrin or whatever his name is, and I'm gonna run back.
Okay.
Like everyone's half asleep in this party, bro.
You run back
I'm gonna-
30 feet.
I'm gonna.
You can't
gonna
see
dash.
down this hallway.
Can I
You're
dash?
dashing? Okay.
Can I now see through the hallway?
Yeah, if Eldrin pulls himself through this corner somehow and is unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Okay, Eldrin, I need you to make a death saving throw. Just roll a d20. If it's above 10, you
Okay.
succeed.
Natural one. He takes 2 death
Well,
saves.
Well, guys, that's the first character death. Because
Oh
the
my
fire slowly
God,
cooks him,
bro.
and he dies because he has no way out.
No way.
Yeah,
that's how we die. That's how one of us dies.
there's
The
nothing I
fiery
can do
grave.
about that. You guys left him behind and
I don't
trapped
have any
him
more
there.
spells. I couldn't cast.
And 2 death with a natural 1. That's 2 death saves, and then the fire on his at the end of his turn cooks him and kills him. God dang
Boy.
it!
It's been real.
The newest
Hey,
player to play
technically,
with us
you
dies
can't get
first.
back from this.
I am.
It's been real.
Technically, you can come back from this. You have a paladin who can cast Raise Dead if he finds a scroll for it, because it's still on his spell list. So, Eldrin might not be permanently dead if you guys pile your money together and buy a Raise Dead scroll whenever you get back to fort.
Just leave me dead. Just like completely. Just like.
Do you want us to
No,
let you
man.
die?
No, man, that's a horrible way to die.
That would.
Yeah, dude, you burned
If
to
I'm-
death.
If I'm going to
Yeah,
die
Fate,
like that,
Fate,
then
Fate.
I couldn't heal him.
No, no,
I
no.
didn't have any more spells.
I'm calling Faye fat for now on.
You don't know about it.
if I'm going to die like that, there's like no.
I don't know.
I-
I think next time you make a character, which I think you should, if you do stay dead and want to stay dead, because technically you can just choose to stay dead. If you do that, I think I'll help you make your character a lot more than I did this time, because I let you choose where your ability scores were and
Why
stuff
you
like
zooming
that.
in on his dead body?
I don't know, man. But I let you just pick the scores you thought were viable, but like your rogue was very lopsided in weird ways, so I figure if you do die
Yeah.
permanently, it would work to fit a new character in and make you a lot stronger than this time.
Yeah, just leave me dead, and I will. I'll start working on a character, which I just made. You know, stupid me.
Okay.
I just now made a reroll account.
You know what also
So-
sucks is that he died an hour and a half into the session.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
don't
no
know
other.
about
We're gonna
that.
have another 3.5 hours.
Hey
Well,
man,
I mean-
if he gets his character done, we can introduce him.
Yeah.
If he speedruns a character, yes.
Dude.
Yeah, Zach, I don't think Zach knows too much about the other classes and stuff, so
No,
I don't
No.
think he's gonna.
I don't
I
know.
think I'm like, would it be a viable option for me to just like make another rogue? Because I really like rogues, and I
Yeah,
think
dude.
they're cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easy.
Rogue is
It could
honestly
be-
really fun. They're easy class and they're also really fun.
Okay,
So-
I will say you had a lot more intelligence than dexterity. I think. Okay, if you do make another character, which I don't know if you're not sure how to do it or not, all you have to do is dexterity first, Constitution second, intelligence third. Is what I would do in my opinion, because you like to be a lot closer up than a lot of rogues. Like if I was playing a rogue, I would have never went through that hole. I would
Yeah.
have never crawled through there. I would have stayed right over here. I'm like, I lockpick the doors and I'm done. Because I'm a coward as a rogue. Because that's how I play my rogues. You are a lot braver. So I would put Dex, Con, and then Intelligence. If you don't know how to do it and like are really confused, either one of you guys can help them, or we could have like an intermission, and after this dungeon's completed or whatever, and have you guys go back for them.
Another
And we'll
option
help
you could have, since I noticed that you like dual wielding, another option is you could play Ranger and dual wield, but Ranger's kind of a not powerful class.
We'll convince them of
Depends on
classes
how
here
you
in a
do
minute.
it.
Once you guys get safe, we'll convince them of classes, and we'll have an intermission if y'all want to talk to them about it.
If you like Rogue,
Yeah.
Are you either Faye and Orion going to crawl in there and try and retrieve Eldrin's corpse?
you could be a swashbuckler too.
Or are you just going to let Eldrin cook?
Well,
I look
well,
at Orion like shocked. Oh,
Technically,
Sean,
you
sorry.
don't know he's dead. You just hear him go quiet.
technically.
Like
Yeah,
he
he's
went
just
quiet a
quiet
few seconds
on the
ago,
ground.
and he's in there. You know he's cooking in there, but he's just went quiet a few seconds ago, which isn't a good sign.
Orion, what do you think? You see like scorch marks on her. She doesn't look too good.
He just goes, fuck, he's dead. He doesn't know that for sure. He's just assuming. He just
I yell for his name.
You don't hear a response.
Open his mouth in the heated metal.
I mean,
burst.
you know he was really close to passing out from the agony. You still don't know he's dead. It is still Orion's turn. What are you doing, Orion? Are you going to go in there and try and see if he's 100% dead? Or are you just going to leave it, well, he's dead, and walk away?
I'm leaving. He's dead. Orion knows he's dead.
Orion doesn't care
He's
to
very
check.
calm. Death.
Hey, dude.
Okay,
Cold.
As you-
blooded.
Chaotic, bro.
as you guys
Chaotic.
leave,
I'm not leaving,
you're not leaving. What are you doing? Are you going to go in?
bro. I have a heart. I'm gonna look if my man's like trying to live.
Or are you going to
Brother-
go in then?
Dead.
Can I get up right next to it and try to see anything?
You could technically make an acrobatics check. Though, once again, with the amount of movement you have from where you were positioned, you would be stuck in this place for another round if you went in there to look at Eldrin. But the ash creatures can't get you. You just slowly cook if you can't get out.
I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
Alright. I'm probably going to say Orion's smart enough to stand here and wait for you to get done, even if he's thinking you're dead.
People say, "Damn, she's dead
Um,
too."
Yeah.
15. 15. 15. You said that
Okay,
was
yeah,
the
you
same.
push yourself in, and you're still stuck in here for another round because you don't have the movement to crawl out. But you crawl through and see Eldrin isn't even fighting anymore. Eldrin's just steaming on some rocks. He is definitely getting slow cookered, like some dumplings.
I know he's dead. Can I make a? Do I have to make a medicine
No,
check, or do I
you
know
can
he's
see
dead?
he isn't. His body isn't
His
even reacting.
skin is like, yeah, boiling and shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he isn't
take-
reacting in any way.
I'm gonna grab one of his swords and I'm gonna run 1 foot back up because I have 5 feet of movement
Yeah,
left.
you slide one of his swords out of his hands, taking it as a memoriam, and start to crawl your way back out. You take 4 points of fire damage. Make an acrobatics check for me
Oh
when it
shit!
gets back to your turn.
Guys. Oh shit!
Orion could reach in there and shred you on a pullout, so if you do die, he can get you out. It would just hurt.
Oh yeah, way just really high.
Okay.
21. 21. I'm good. Okay.
You guys
Ooh.
return to your party. Easy enough.
Yeah.
After that, shutting the door behind you, locking Eldrin's steaming corpse and the ash monsters away for
You guys
75
see-
gold worth of rubies.
You guys see like a shock
So worth it.
expression, scorched, and he's like she's holding like a burned short sword of his, and she just kind of walks out like, kind of like staggeredly.
Yeah. So as the two come back, you just see Zal still staring at the door, glancing back at you guys, and then looking at the doorway again, and he's going to now just start pummeling the door to have somewhat of a distraction, and you just see the two hyenas and the baboon just like staring at the door, being ordered to just pretty much just be sacrificial pawns in case if anything happens. I don't know what the other two are doing.
Have they come back yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they
back.
return and lock the airlock behind them to secure, more or less, the fire creatures.
Where's the other one? The big tall guy.
You just see her looking at the sword, kind of like shaking.
Orion just goes.
What happened back there?
Orion looks at Paul. I was ahead of them. I got out. I turned back to see if Eladrin had come, or whatever his name, Eladrin. He's dead.
Damn it!
As Zal hears that, Zal kind of like just stops banging on the freaking doors for a second. He steps back for a second, is like, and looks over at them. And you kind of see that, like, from the anxious Zal that was there for like a moment ago, turn into somewhat more of a focused, now silently glaring. He just shakes his head, and I'm going to bonus action rage to try and break down this door.
All right. I will say this will be an athletics check. Are you just trying to break the door where it'll collapse on the nearest person, or the next person?
Yeah, I'm basically making a trap.
When you rage, you get athletics with advantage. So roll with advantage on your athletics check, and you're making a trap.
Okay.
We could use a rogue right now that knows how to mess with traps, you know?
All right.
I wonder where he is.
20, Trent.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You set it up to make it possible to collapse, weakening the structure. And not too long later, you guys do feel not immense earthquakes. Like, the air around you, it's still extremely warm, and you're not sure if this is why you're feeling it, but it feels like more or less like you right now you don't have to just break it. You could bust down this door, Zal. Like, Kodoro, you feel like you could right now cast Fireball. You don't know how to cast that spell. You feel like you could. Your songs are real restful. They would help everybody rest and sleep the best they ever have in their life. You could charm someone. You could probably charm an army right now. It feels like, even in this depressing moment, the magic around you feels more vibrant. And you guys feel slow reverberations, like you're not sure if it's the volcano being upset and starting to combust upstairs, or if it's something else. But you're starting to feel like slow rumblings And they're continuous. They're not stopping. They're just slowly building up, it seems. And
We
you're
need to
kind
get
of
out of
worried
this
your
damn
trap is about to
place.
collapse back on you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
We
Zal's
need to
gonna
get out of
like
here now.
You
yeah,
guys
Zal's
feel
gonna
alright?
start running.
All right.
He's leaving the baboon and the two hyenas though, in case anyone.
Okay, make him wait around or something.
No
Avoiding the rest of
witnesses.
the riches that could possibly be sacrificing lives for, your
Nope.
party smartly begins to run away at this point after facing such a loss. You make your way out, eventually finding your way through locks and or busting them down with Zal's aggressiveness, without an Eldrin to help you pick your way through it. You run out of the cavern and up toward the more topside caves, out of the obsidian and adamantine, back to the more natural, winding underdark, and then out of it and back toward the flesh chamber, and then beyond it, passing through a trial. Though you choose the one you've already completed and therefore couldn't restart, making your way outside with ease, back to your I think it's horses that you have outside, tied up,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have horses.
feasting on the surrounding grasses, and back to the over skylight, exhausted from your journey, and knowing you have to rest outside unless you want to run with exhaustion for no apparent reason. Your party near immediately settles down into the dusk, darkening into night afternoon.
Okay. First, I want to ask if Kodo wanted to say anything because I think he was about to say something.
No, apparently.
Okay, good. Kodoro? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay. Hello.
Do you want to say something?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to.
So we're out by the horses now, right?
You guys are out into the night sky, yes. Back out to the horses.
We all got horses? Like each one of us?
It's about 2 to a horse.
Okay. I'm gonna hop on the back with Orion.
Play me a song.
Zal,
Or I'll play you
uh,
anything. Right.
oh.
You can go, Sean.
Okay. Zal's gonna like just get out as he gets out of the place, the dungeon. He's gonna like feel the cold air kind of like sweep over him, which is a relief considering on how hot it was down there. He wipes the sweat off his head and then looks over at Orion and Faye. He seemed to have calmed down, but he seems a bit angry. What happened?
So, while you were staying back and everybody else went, you know how Paul and Kotaro left? The other, us three, there was some, like, fiery place. Kotaro and them saw it too. We ran through it. Some fire-like animals came after us. We kept killing them, they kept coming back. We got, out of all of that, 75 gold worth of ruby. And some weird snake-like thing painting, which is on the wall, which gave me that. And there's 19 more of those, if you ever want to go back there, which I say no. And we were trying to come back through the same way, because there's no other exit or entryway to get through there. And, well, you see Orion ran all the way through. And then me and Eladrin got kind of stuck. And by the time I got through, he died. And I tried healing him, but you know how our powers work. We kind of drain out at some point.
Zal then kind of like just paces back and forth, rubbing his face.
Didn't have to go this way.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
We lost Eldrin for a merely 75 gold. Zal's
If I
just
knew I was
gonna like
traveling with
stare
a
at.
bunch of amateurs, I would have never joined this little ragtag group.
Listen, he knew the dangers. He knew the risks.
I suppose
This is
that's
a
true.
part of our job. I don't remember what voice I gave Kotaro, bro.
It's good, man.
It's
Similar
fine.
enough.
Just found something better. You're good. He did sound assertive with his voice. You kind of had it
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
This is not Faye's fault. This is nobody's fault. This was a tragic, misfortunate event.
I didn't know the treasure map was gonna give me some bad loot. I thought it was gonna be some crazy thing. I got this so long ago, just out in the wild. I thought it was gonna be something better. But if I can say something, those other 19 holes do also have the exact same ruby. So if we ever, so it wasn't just 75, it was 1,500. I just did the math, but
Look,
we couldn't do it in time. We
we're going to
couldn't.
travel together. We have to have each other's backs, okay? We can't. We can't place gold above the value of everyone else's life. Okay? We. It. It might have been an accident, but we can't let that happen.
Zal's just staring at Faye. He kind of takes in consideration of Kotaro's speech. Zal kind of just sighs. I don't blame you, Faye,
You guys didn't have to come
but
with me. I did say that. I was okay with doing this by myself.
let's just head back and tell something that we're ready. Now, shorter man. And then Zal's just going to go over to his horse, get on, and we'll look at Faye. You have a memoir of his.
I tried grabbing anything. I tried grabbing him. All I could get, and I pulled out the sword again. It was all this all I could get in the amount of time I was also burning. All I could grab.
Zal's gonna like lend his hand out. Give me the sword. I'll know.
I gave it to him.
Okay, Zal's gonna hold it. He's gonna like. He's gonna stare at it and kind of like. He has it. He's holding it by the hilt. He kind of stares at it, seeming a bit burnt. Although I didn't know you too well, I bet you were a great soldier. And then Zal's gonna put it like. Zal's gonna like put it in his horse's saddle. And then we'll look at everyone else. We should take maybe an hour or two to get away from this place, and then maybe we should rest up.
Agreed. We all need some time to grieve our lost adventurer.
So your party.
Then
Why keep my voice? He literally has my voice.
yeah, we're heading back to the Menagerie Gate or Wyoming Gate.
Wyoming. But
Yeah, Wyoming.
your party.
I don't care, bro.
Your party makes their way over the course of the next few days, resting that night and then several more through the well-worn path at this point. Finding your way back after likely another half month of journeying toward the Wyoming gates. And you return knowing that your captain is not here, and knowing that your journey lie to Nicodranus, and you are here more to restock and resupply, and almost walked past Nicodranus in your route. You pretty much did. Whenever you're done buying the more weaponized magic items and or sending out messages and such, you guys could head back there and hop on a boat that was requisitioned for your purpose.
Okay, I want to spend like an extra day modifying Eldrin's sword.
All right. What are you doing to it in particular?
I'm using my magic tool to to make it like a more of a finer blade. Zhao's going to be more intricate into his design. Kind of like almost like the smithing competition. He does more so kind of an engraving on Eldrin's sword, depicting of a depicting of. Okay, Eldrin, you know what? Since you're dead, what would you like to be depicted of? Like, what symbol do you want Eldrin
Memorialized
to be
with.
remembered by? Yes.
Any symbol at all. Anything.
He does not.
Okay. Okay. I'll just do something that fits with the edge. I'm gonna put in the engraving. Zhao's gonna put 4 on each side, a sword surrounded with a snake.
All right. Your party spending this day here.
Uh,
Are
So we're allowed to
we
buy stuff?
okay? The question is, do y'all want to help him make his character and take an intermission before we continue the session, or do we want to go and have him be introduced sometime later?
why not here? 'Cause we're at the.
Exactly,
Yeah, we
that's
can
what I
do
mean.
that.
Do we want to have him be introduced some other place, or have you pick up another soldier in replacement now and have us walk him through the creation process?
Let's say we do it now while we buy magic items and stuff. So we do it at the same time.
So you guys all do whatever magic spending you're gonna do. Try and find items to ask me about.
Different skill armor.
And I'm going to cut this out of recording, but we are going to look through the player handbook here.
Hey Trent.
I don't have gold, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Serpent scale armor. How much would that be? It's uncommon, and it just gives me a
I said
better.
500 gold before, so I'll stick with that.
I thought you said 400. Never mind. Okay.
I don't know. I'm
Alright.
saying 500 now.
Okay.
I'm gonna be AFK because I don't really think I want to buy anything, or that I can. So text me whenever we're back.
So, are you just going to do another rogue, Zach?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think so.
First thing you need to do is roll 7. No, that's not how I should describe that. Roll 4d6 7 times. So on MRPG, all you gotta do is
Okay,
press
46.
press the D6 4 times, and then send it, and then do that 7 times in total.
Okay.
Man, that's such an upsetting wait.
Yeah,
it's the
that
first
is
bro.
the suckiest way. That's the first player death I've ever had.
And it was the
Ever.
newest person you ever brought. And
I
it was
know.
from fight. It was from burning
Okay,
and cooking death.
I have to interject here. I think Zach has the most unluckiest person I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's worse than
Well,
you, dude.
no.
A roast is made.
If Faye would have heeded my warning and not went in that tunnel blocking Eldra like I said she would do,
No,
she would have been fine. Everyone would have been fine if she hadn't done that.
I'm not talking about that. I mean, I kind of am, but also look what he's rolling for stats.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
And also, look at his rolls today. Besides for fighting.
God dang. You do kind of have Garbo stats.
Yeah.
And also, wouldn't I have just died from the fire monsters if I stayed back instead?
You have more HP, you would have been fine. The only reason he was close
I
to
was, I was under 20, and
you could
I
have healed
kept
yourself
taking
the same way you could have healed him.
only once.
Yeah, but you would have had another probably 10 HP on him, 20 HP? Not 20, but
Alright, I'll
probably
be back.
10 or 12 on top of him, which you probably could have survived. It would have been a better
Alright.
chance, I'm saying.
I would have had a higher chance of living, but one of us had still a really high chance of dying.
God dang, your okay, you have 2 17s, so that's not bad. They are kind of average though. Well, no, you have a 13 and stuff in there, so that can be bumped up with right stats. All right, I think that's balanced enough. Well, no, 18, 17. Wait, 8, 7, 6, 5. No, never mind. Those are 17s, not 18s. Or not 17s. 8, 7, 6, 5. That's 15s. I would re-roll those. I don't think I'm gonna make you keep those. So I'm just gonna put something as a separator. Whenever that sends, I don't know if you get it.
just sent.
And I just do what you exactly did, but do it again because the first ones were too bad. I figure because being so new at the game, having 2 15s and those being the highest stats you have really isn't good.
It is 46, so that's what I'm rolling. I'm rolling
Yeah.
the 46.
It's 4d6 and you drop the lowest. Like so, I looked through them. Like your lowest on the 18 is a 3, so it goes down to a 15. So that's pretty bad for being as new as you
Oh,
are.
he's got
Do what?
he's got 2 18s.
Those 18s drop to 15s.
No, they're 18s. They're 3 6s.
On what?
On like him rolling his stats. He
Oh,
has
you
a
mean
20.
the second round? The second round?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's actually pretty good then. Well, one drops to an 18. Yeah, two 18s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have one more as far as I see, because you only have 6 from what I can see right now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
You need one more. You need 7.
Look at this campus with the leather armor.
Okay. All right. So
Ruby.
I'll might want to write out these stats that I'm about to list off to you, because I'll tell you what your stats end up being. Do you have pencil and paper, or do you? You can just put it on reroll even. Just put it in filler like random stuff right now. Put it in random and sort through it later, if you want.
Trent,
Yeah.
does my like whenever I attack with my hand, does it count as unarmed strike?
No.
Okay.
Your arm counts as a weapon.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Okay, your first stat.
Okay.
Do it.
I hadn't even left. Just give me a second here.
Oh, okay.
Because give me a second. Let me get a pencil. I'm gonna write all this down for now, and then I'll put it in reroll later.
Okay. Are you ready now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Your first stat is 13.
Okay.
Your second stat is 13. Your third stat is 18. Your fourth
Alright.
stat is 18. Your
Okay.
fifth stat is 14.
Okay.
Your sixth stat is 13.
All right.
And your... Let me count that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You rolled one too many times. So, but that's it. That's all your stats right there. You have 6 total numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably smart to get into reroll now because it'll help you figure out what your bonuses and such are, and tell you and like give you a list of skills to put your points in. So I would transfer those numbers into whatever strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma you want. Keep in mind, as a rogue, the highest score should always be dexterity. It is your most vital skill. Your second highest score, if you're wanting to be a combative rogue, is constitution. And your third highest, intelligence. After that, put them wherever you want. If you want to be a talker, charisma. You want to be really world-wise, wisdom. If you want to be somewhat buff, strength. But dex, con, and then intelligence should be your highest scores there. Dex particularly, and con second.
Guys, I'm gonna have to leave for a bit.
That's fine.
Alright.
Right now we're working on characters anyway.
Okay, so I'm on reroll, and do I go to the character? Okay.
Yeah, create new character, put
Yeah.
whatever name or whatever. I wouldn't even worry about trying to customize them.
Okay.
And then whenever you see like strength, dex, con.
Okay. Here we go. So, my dexterity should be the highest, right?
Yes, likely the 18 that you have, because you have two of those. So I would put one of your 18s in dexterity, and now I put the other in constitution,
Okay.
and then whatever is your next highest stat in intelligence.
So 18 in dexterity, and then you said the other 18 in
Con.
con. Okay.
And then intelligence should be your third highest. Whatever your next highest after those two 18s are, I would put it in intelligence.
Okay. That's a 14.
All right. And then put your strength, wisdom, and charisma as the remaining numbers. It doesn't really matter what numbers you put in there, but.
They're all 13s. I only have 13s
Oh, well then
left.
yeah, just put 13, 13, 13. You don't really have an option.
Yeah. So, I mean, which them being equal might not be a bad thing. So,
It'll be easy to keep track of.
yes.
All right. So the next question is, what kind of race do you want to be? Unless you want to just make a carbon copy of Eldrin, I wouldn't pick
No.
a drow. I would pick another race, maybe a elf or a human, to balance out the rest of those 13s and turn them all into 14s. What are you kind of thinking?
I think I'll be a human. I think I'll be human this time.
Okay. So, bump up every single one of your stats by 1.
Okay.
So that means
So
you
that-
have a bunch of 14s, two 19s, and a 15.
All right.
All right, I need to actually pull up Rogue while I'm just standing around here. Rogue 94.
Okay, so what would I do after that?
That's what I'm pulling up right now. I'm loading this thing up. The next thing we're going to calculate is your hit points. For level 1, you get 8 plus your constitution modifier, which should be a plus 4. Actually, no, we need to do race next. Race next. So, you already did. You already did.
Hold on,
I
guys.
don't know why I
My
said that.
sister's needing.
Okay.
Just give me. I'll be right back.
Okay. We already did race. I don't know why I said that twice.
Yeah, it's human. All you do is get +1 everything.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's the entire race.
Super easy.
Unless you're talking about one D&D edition. Then you get a feat. And you also get a feat, and then you get inspiration every time you wake up from a short or long rest.
If we did one D&D, Eldrin would have died back at Hupperduke.
What I said that for?
Because one D&D sucks for rogues.
Yeah, yeah. The old version that me and Sean looking over, rogues are powerful.
Nah, they suck now.
They suck now since they've been updating it. But at the start, I looked at it and I made the most broken orc rogue. It was so crazy. But yeah, no. I guess they're suck now.
I think it's funny that, like, every session he ends up having to leave early, and then when he does get to play, like, probably play for a full session, he gets murdered in the first hour and a half.
Dude, I just hate that he's the newest one and he's the first to die. And he's the first character death to ever happen.
Okay, to be
Sucks.
fair, my new players never have it easy. Like, Willow, when she joined, there was a white dragon attacking the
White
party.
dragon that was going against her.
Yeah, that actively wanted to murder just her. So, it wasn't any easier odds.
That was going against a white dragon while having a group of people that could continuously cast spells, and we killed that thing instantly. This was slowly cooking us alive, and we couldn't do anything to stop it.
That's true. This was probably more harsh.
This is definitely more harsh.
Slightly.
I won't say harder, just harsher on the if we fail.
It's more, man. It's never good seeing somebody die like that, bro.
And okay, like it would have been better if it was like a heroic death where he sacrificed himself. No, everyone else was out and safe,
Everybody just
and
hotboxed him.
he just
out.
drowned. Not drowned. He just like boiled. There was nothing anyone could do about it because she ran out of spells and were blocking the way for the entire time, so
They
he couldn't
couldn't
run
move.
away. Yeah. You
But, dude,
really
I like
should have
how-
let him go first.
I like how almost the first death of the Nameless campaign was like a guy almost falling off his broom head first.
Yeah, all
So,
my
it was
character
gonna
deaths seem to be the most mundane things. Like,
It was
oh, he falls to his death. Oh, he falls to his death a second time, almost. Two
yeah,
times
no,
in a row.
almost.
And this
Still
time he
kicking,
boils
baby.
alive. Like, how? Why are my character deaths such weird things?
Yeah, the first death that didn't actually happen because he's a tiefling was, I died from fall damage, and now it's, I get
And the
cooked.
second time he nearly
I
died
cook
without
alive.
transforming. He nearly died from wall damage
and
again.
Yep, and now we have our first actual character death, being cooked,
Being
being put in
a
being put in an
slow
oven for a
dumpling
meal, you
steaming.
know.
Bro,
Yeah,
if Trent wasn't nice to me and if he didn't let me turn scum, I
You'd have been
would be dead.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
kind
then-
of felt that you're a 20 intelligence character. You probably would have transformed. There's no reason you shouldn't have transformed there. The only reason you didn't transform was because you didn't say you transformed. And Godwin is smart. He's not stupid. The only thing is I can't do anything about Eldrin because there was no one turn, oh, Eldrin would be smart enough to do this, or the party would be smart enough to do this. It was several rounds that I would have had it reverted and had Faye be forced to stand still instead of going
And
into the tunnel.
almost die instead.
Yeah, I would have had to have forced a
I was
different
really
character
low,
to die,
too.
pretty much.
I was at like 16, and then at the end, whenever we started doing that, I was like 15 or 16, and now I'm down to like 8. I would have died then. I would have been the one to die instead.
Just goes to show that this campaign is not newbie friendly.
Yeah, it was
I
either
did
gonna be
say
me
that when I
or
created this
Zach
campaign
to die.
was that this campaign was meant for new players, and then when the new players weren't existing, I said, okay, I'm gonna make this a brutalist campaign where I don't expect your characters to survive the entire campaign, and I did do that. But now there's a new,
But it was
one
with a
new
newbie.
guy. There's one new dude. Okay, I expected the rest of you guys to like protect him or something.
Yeah, like I expected Chase to try to go in there and help him, bro. He's a paladin. He can take some damage, bro.
And also, yeah, he's a paladin. He could have healed him more than I could heal him because I was out of
You
spell
can
slots. I was
drag
like, hey,
people, bro.
Yeah,
You
I
can
expected
where did Chase
Orion
go?
to step in that tunnel and try and pull Faye out of the way or something, but no,
And
he
then
just
heal
ran
him.
away.
yeah, I was
Wait,
like,
I'm
I
gonna
was like,
stand
okay,
right outside.
Where did Chase go?
I don't know. He said he was leaving earlier.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah.
don't know. He said he'll be gone for a bit, but that's all he said.
Dude, I was really hoping he would walk in there, and he's like, no, actually, I'm like, dude, Zach's gonna die then, because I was like, I'm out of spells. He's a paladin. He can heal. Please heal him. And he just
Well,
ran
I don't
off.
think he could have made it there anyway.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
Because-
He is such an acrobatic person. He could
He
have
would've done
walked
that.
in there, and he wouldn't even had to make an acrobatics check, because he would have automatically been in the first square, even if he failed. So he could have went in there and acrobatics his check, and then athletics to pull Faye through. And if he pulled Faye through any earlier, Eldrin would have been fine. Because Eldrin passed like 3 times, but he had disadvantage because Faye was in the way. So if he would have went in and pulled Faye out, or Faye would have waited an extra round before going in, the damage would have been spread so much thinner, I think everyone could have made it out. And it was, okay, it's even worse because, okay, if he boils to death in a high-stakes mission where it's escape or die, that makes sense. Y'all walked in there willingly for 75 gold of rube because you ran out early.
Dude, because I thought like you said, the steaming. It's starting to steam more.
It
I'm
would
like,
have slowly
wow.
started cooking you, too, but...
I was like, all right, I need to get out of here. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start burning to death again. I gotta get out.
I blame that on panic.
Okay.
I blame that
Back.
on Faye and Orion. Okay, HP was the next thing, I remember.
Right.
Your Constitution modifier is 4, and at first level, you get 8 plus your Constitution modifier, meaning at first level, you have 12 HP. Every level after that, you get 9 HP. So 9 times 3 plus 12 is your current HP. So what's 9 times 3?
27.
And then you add 12 to that, and then you're good.
37. I have like 39.
39. That's far better than Eldrin, which had like
Yeah.
20 something.
Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay, hold on. Let me get the Hero Chronicle stuff out. Unless you guys want to do that later.
I think we can do that in a little bit. We'll do that after the session or something. Skills is the next main thing. Choose 4 of... Okay, you have my messages from earlier, right? Like you didn't delete your Instagram or something?
No.
Hey,
I sent this to you earlier, I think, a picture of it, and it's like choose 4 between...
No.
You can buy
I
a
mean,
bird, bro.
I don't
know. I couldn't answer it. Call back as soon as I get out back.
Yo, what am I hearing?
I have the turd in my hand, bruh.
Sorry, that's my family in the background.
Okay.
You're good, man. Wait,
I was
I
wondering
missed
if you had to
what the
leave or something because of it.
come on, bro.
But I think like one of the first things I said was, or not said, but like sent was a photo that contained the skills. Can you see that, or do you want me to send it
strength.
again?
No, that's wait. I'm stupid. That's not right.
Just take a picture of it real quick.
Actually,
Hope you can
You
see
know what?
that well enough. But I just sent you another photo. It'll send here in a second. There you go. And that is, you choose 4 of those skills out of, next to the skills. Ignore the save, well, also put your saving throws down. And re-roll, if you click on one of the stats, it'll say saving throw or something on the bottom, or like proficiency, and you would tap it on dexterity and intelligence.
Hey
Okay.
Trent,
What?
how much would be Cloak of the Manta Ray?
What's that do?
I can always breathe on the water and have a swimming speed of 60 feet.
I'd probably charge you 500 gold for that. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Headband of intelligence.
What'd you say?
what does Kotaro need
Headband
that?
of intellect.
If you want to buy
Why do you
that,
need
that would
that?
be probably 400 gold.
That's
Why do you
all.
need- What's your intelligence, dude? Aren't you like a wizard?
I have a shitty intelligence.
What is it?
Oh,
It's a 17. I want it to be a 19.
Ooh, I have a 20.
wait. What'd you pick for your ability score improvement, or did you pick a feat?
I picked a feat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all
I
picked
chose.
feet.
I got aberrant dragon mark.
Oh, okay.
That's a
That increases
question.
your con, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I like your photo. That was that's yeah.
Yeah. Increased my con to an 18.
All right. Did you put proficiency down for Dex and Intelligence, and then choose your skills?
I chose my skills. It's the same. My proficiencies is the same as last time, ain't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 2. How you do the proficiency with Intelligence and Dexterity is just tap the number, like you were going to edit it or something, and beneath it there'll be like a little checkbox that's like proficient or something like that. And you check that
Okay, so I need
on Dex and Intelligence.
my proficiency and dexterity and
And
constitution.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. That's your
Yeah.
2 saving throws you're proficient in. You got that done?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's see, the next thing you need... choose 2 of your skills and click expertise instead of proficient in them. Like, 2 of the skills you already have proficiency in, you can choose that skill, whatever one you choose, and put expertise. You do that with 2 of them.
Okay. So just so you know, I think my guy is going to be very, very athletic. Like he's going to be unnaturally athletic.
Acrobatic or athletic?
Well, both, because I put for my skills I put acrobatics and athletics,
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend.
and that's
that.
one more expertise in is acrobatics and athletics.
That's pretty okay. That would save him in a lot of scenarios. I wouldn't recommend it, says Sean.
That's true.
That's because you never use
mean-
it. He uses it more than you
That's
do.
true. That's true.
That would have saved his life. After that, You just going to be assassin again, or are you going to pick a different roguish archetype?
Yeah, just let me be an assassin again.
All right.
Hey
Okay.
man, you might like swashbuckler.
Oh, swashbuckler is nice because if no one's in
You can go
melee and
real-
it's just you, you have sneak attack. So that means by
And you can
yourself
go-
you can sneak attack. If your allies are within 5 foot of them, you can also sneak attack. So you can sneak attack pretty much constantly. There's like
Yeah.
no way you can't sneak attack unless neither you or the enemy, or neither you nor an ally is next to the enemy. Like if you're just like standing 2 foot away shooting a bow into them, yes, you can't sneak attack, but any other time you can. So swashbuckler would be nice for sneak attacking and being a very melee focused rogue if you would like.
And
Okay.
charisma, I think, is a big attribute to that class too.
Yeah, he
Assassin's
doesn't have the
also really
scores
good.
to go any higher though,
Assassin involves a lot of sneaking and shit.
which he doesn't seem to like. He likes melee, it seems.
Yeah.
Rogues are
Because
fast.
so far, he has gotten to every combat more as a melee character than even Zhao.
No, Reed was a thief, bro, and I played him as like a frontliner almost. Like what I would do is
They have
I
a
would
lot of
just pretty
movement,
much.
though. You can
Yeah.
get out if you want.
What Zach? What is Zach's charisma score? Do you guys know?
14. Because he has
what's his
only
dex?
14.
You know
His
what I'm
dex
saying?
is a 18 or 19,
Or I
but
try to
plus
be.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Has he done the ability score improvement yet?
No, we haven't got that far. Okay, with
Okay.
your swashbuckler rogue, you have the ability fancy footwork. You might want to write this down.
Yeah.
What it does. Oh, I'll just send these to Discord instead of trying to read them off to you. Because if I send these to Discord, you will be able to read them and copy them directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I don't think the Hero Chronicles would take too long.
It would
I
take
never did one.
it would take
I'm
long
like-
enough that we don't want to do it right now. If we want to play it,
Yeah, that's
out.
true.
I mean, you just do it like after
Just
each
look up
session.
look at character creation rules, and I just pasted it for you. Fancy footwork
Okay.
and rakish audacity.
It
Cool.
went.
Yeah.
I'm dropping
Uh,
more than
What's
right now.
what's that little gem thing that gives you a +1 save DC and +1 to spell attack and damage? Thing that William has that he just got again.
It's just I just made it a +1 weapon. That's just
Oh,
+1. It's just a
so how
+1
much-
spell casting focus.
How much is it? And I can cast cantrips if I make it. Okay.
That's only a warlock thing. That magic item that allow you to do cantrips, that's only warlock.
Oh,
yeah,
so
you have
just
to
put
you
that
have to
forward.
proficiency in warlock for that specific item. The +1 focus, however, I would charge you probably 375 gold for it.
Okay.
Yeah, because just get the wand of the War Mage. That's pretty much what you're asking for.
What's one of the
Besides the +1 to save, it's pretty much just a +1 magic wand. In addition, you also ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Okay. So after that, which
Okay.
is you do you have that down yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I got it down.
Anything else? Other than knowing that you can speak Thieves' Cant and one other language. You know Common, Thieves' Cant, and one other language. So what
What about
kind of
his
other
backstory?
language would you want to know? We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
We're trying to go through character creation before we go through the nitpick stuff. Do it?
Common, Thieves' Cant, and I can choose one other language.
Yes.
What was that language that was on the walls that...
Celestial.
Yeah, Celestial. Yeah, that one.
All right. That means you speak the language of the gods.
Good. Cool.
I believe that is all you have. Okay, next thing we need to do is at 4th level, you get a feat or ability score improvement. Ability score improvement, you take 2 points and increase your stats by 2 points. Like any 2 stats, you can choose by increase by 1 point or any 1 stat by 2. More or less, you have 2 points or 2 numbers. You can just add +2 to anything, one time.
Come back to 20.
Yeah,
Come
like
back
you
to
could put your 19 to a 20 and your 19 to a 20, or you could put your 14 or 15 to a 16 and 19 to a 20, something like that. You basically have 2 additions of +1 that you can add to any numbers.
Okay, so what's that called? What?
Ability score improvement. That's just something you can do right now. Like, you don't need to write that down or anything.
Okay.
But you could basically put your 19 to a 20, anything you want. With you have 2 plus 1s, more or less. And you can stack them
Okay.
together as well. Like 14 to a 16.
All right.
Once you've picked out your numbers, we move on to your backstory and background. And we're
I'm just gonna match up my decks, and I'm just gonna match both my decks and my constitution out.
fair enough.
Okay.
Backgrounds. One you might like is called Criminal, and that's the background. And
Alright.
as it sounds, you are a skilled criminal and have people who know you all around the world and or have connections that can give you things. Like, you have a
Well-
connection in pretty much every major city that might more or less allow you to.
You could be a pirate too, where you're a swashbuckler.
Okay,
bro.
another thing with criminal, it also gets you proficiency in deception and stealth.
Okay. I don't. Okay. I just wanna jump in here. The background effects on what he has. If we do the Hero Chronicle.
I know.
Okay.
But he doesn't know any of those, so it's basically him picking at random. Criminal is, I'm just saying, the best one probably for rogue, because it allows you to have people all across the world, and you are also have proficiency in deception and stealth.
And when we
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the cities, that's going to be good.
Yes,
So
if you choose
let
to
me,
use it.
let me just do that. Let me go to the criminal.
If you
Criminal.
are proficient in deception or stealth already, and this background gives you deception or stealth, just repick one of those skills as one of the 4 from rogue. So if you're proficient in stealth per se, and this gives you proficiency in stealth, just take the stealth that you picked from rogue and put it somewhere else in another skill that rogue could give you. In, say, investigation or something, like whatever.
Okay.
So in total, you should have 6 skills and 2 expertises in those 6 skills.
Oh,
All right.
You got that done?
Bu- 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 bu-
I'm dead, Bubba. I'm dead.
Yeah, I got it.
The final thing you need to do is your AC, which with what's it called? Studded leather, plus your dexterity, which is a plus 5. You have a 17 AC. So replace whatever it says now on reroll with 17.
All right.
And I think you're good. Just make a name for the character, and we
gold.
can introduce them like 2 seconds from now as they go to leave.
What about gold?
Gold will do later because he isn't going to buy anything right now. He doesn't know any of the items yet.
Hey Jacob,
I don't have any gold, bro.
do you want do you want me to do you want anything?
How do you? Wow, you have gold?
Yeah, I have a lot of it.
I don't really know what I want.
Do you want to
Uh,
breathe in any environment?
Try to give me something that can buff you guys more.
What do you mean?
Like,
That's
I don't
hard to
know.
find as a magic item. He means stuff that
Yeah.
was easier to give you bonuses, as he wants to be a
Yeah,
support
like
character.
support.
How much is the instrument of the bards?
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know what that is, but
Okay. I have everything in.
Alright.
Bro,
Uh,
I can't overrun, bro.
You guys quickly, preparing and purchasing all of your items. Are you guys buying anything more? Or are you done? Because I know you're looking up weapon or loot of the rogue or bards or whatever. I don't know.
Do you want the instrument of the bards?
let me look at it.
By the way, I'm eating, so if you hear like me chomping down, that's what it is.
You ain't any worse than Sean, I guarantee.
I think it just gives you more spells.
Sean will be eating chicken Alfredo and make it crunchy. I don't know how he does
I
it.
think so.
Let me read it. Oh, it gives you a certain amount of spells. Dang, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that would allow you to prepare more, like you want to prepare heat metal and stuff.
Yeah, he
No,
gets a lot of
it
spells.
It gives you like control weather, cure wounds, wall of thorns. It just depends on what you get me.
Well, I can go up to uncommon, but the stuff he automatically gains is fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil, and good, plus the spells from any particular instrument. Do you want the Salute, the something Bandor, or the Mac Fermith certain? Just look through.
Man, it's actually kind of shitty.
Just tell me which one you want from those three.
What the hell's a Bandor?
I don't know.
Okay, well, Ethan has left.
Yep.
Why'd he leave?
Oh, he just said he had to
No,
go.
he just got another.
I'll probably do the Saturn.
The turn. So you want Barkskin, Cure Wounds, and Fog Cloud?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Alright.
y'all are like having to leave, we can just end the session real early.
We might have to.
Because I know Chase is gone right now. So is Eden.
Yeah. The curse of shore wardens has happened
Came back.
again, and it's even more so.
We can play. Jacob, can you play Monday?
Should be able to. I don't think I have work.
Because if we're 2 players down, we could continue, but I don't know if we want to.
I think it would be best if we wait because Zach needs to make his new character.
True, he does
fully
need to give him
fleshed out.
a proper name, personality,
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, and backstory if you want.
All right.
So you can go ahead and do Hero Chronicles, Sean, because I guess we'll end it here.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
sorry.
So Ethan or Damien, since